Is happening, sports fans? Jermaine Matt from the DFS 5-pack. I am rocking it solo. It is Wednesday, March 16th. We got 12 NBA games to go over. I just dropped the members only video, so I'm on here to make the public. Obviously, I'm here solo. DFS Patriot Derek is back at work this week and dealing with a new baby, so we'll cut him some slack. He'll be back on with me regularly. In the next coming days, we got some announcements we're excited to go over. We're going to be working together more, so stay tuned for that stuff. I've mentioned a little bit, we're going to be starting to work with a company called ABC Islands, so we're excited about that. We're going to be covering more sports, more content, all that stuff, so stay tuned for all that jazz, and in the meantime, let's crush this NBA. I got 5 guys I want to talk over. Obviously, it's a massive slate, 12 games. Things are going to change. Things have already changed since I made the members only video. So just know that if you watch this video and, all of a sudden 5 of the main guys have been ruled out, things will obviously have changed, and guys that I'm bringing up on this video may no longer be in play. That said, if I'm, playing right now, these are 5 guys I'm looking at pretty hard. All right, starting at the top, we got Mike Conley. So not really a slate where I want to use a ton of the mid tier. It's a stars and scrubs type of slate. There's so many expensive options we want to get to. 5,500 though, Conley looks like a really nice fill-in piece in all formats. Utah had mentioned they wanted to ramp up his minutes over the final couple of weeks of the season. Played 31 and 32 the past 2 games. Coming off a monster 48.5 DK point game against the Bucks last time out. I think the Chicago-Utah game has all the makings of being a very competitive, high-scoring game. I like Conley at 5,500. I don't think he's a guy you have to build around, but at this price point, I think he's a solid cog in all formats. Next up, with Joel Embiid being questionable now, that came out about an hour ago. I think it's hard not to take a long look at James Harden. Now, with Embiid getting the midday questionable tag, I'm expecting him to be out. It's going to open up a bunch of Philly value. But at 10-1, Harden looks amazing, assuming Embiid is out. Hasn't been great since coming over to Philly. Had one monster game. But other than that, hasn't been overly, hasn't been overwhelming at all. That said, he's not priced about the cheapest I can remember him being with Embiid out. He looks great here. So it's not the greatest matchup in the world in Cleveland. He has struggled at times, but presuming Embiid is out, really, really hard for me to get away from him here. All right, sorry about that. All right, next up, we got a cheap piece that I think is definitely worth looking at. That's going to be Lindy Waters III. So 3,200, shooting guard and small forward eligible, playing 24 to 30 minutes on a daily basis right now, has been productive from a DFS perspective, given his price tag, 20-plus DK points in those 4 games. In play regardless, and with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander now questionable, I should say, it could potentially open up a ton of value on OKC, with Waters really taking a step up in usage, minutes, all that. So at 3,200 on a slate where we want to spend up, Waters looks like a really nice fill-in piece with his, dual eligibility and the fact you can roster him at 5 spots. Another value play I'm looking at is Rudy Gay. Not a guy you're going to look at his game log and really think, oh, I really want to roster this guy. But we know who Rudy Gay is. We've read this book before. With Bogdan Bogdanovic out and Daniel House out, I think we could see an uptick in Gay's minutes. He played 22 last time out. He wasn't very effective, but again, he's 3,100. He could easily throw up 25-plus DK points here. And we don't have Embiid out yet. We don't have a ton of value that we're loving as of right now. So at 3,100, Gay looks like one of the best plays on the slate, given his price tag. I shouldn't say one of the best plays on the slate, one of the best dollar per dollar plays on the slate. All right, next up, we got KP, Kristaps Porzingis. So a little bit risky just in the sense that he's not going to play big minutes. So if he struggles in his time out there, he doesn't have that much of an opportunity to make up for it. However, his points per minute upside at this price point is massive. 40 DK points in back-to-back games in 25 and 27 minutes respectively. Not the greatest matchup in the world against Denver, but far from a bad matchup. He's just too cheap for his upside. Very, very affordable at 7,200. Hard to prioritize the mid-tier here, but if I were, Porzingis would be a guy I'd be looking at hard. Power forward and center eligible, so can roster him at a bunch of different spots. I don't love that he doesn't play huge minutes, but one of these games he might play 30 plus, and if he does, he's going to absolutely smash. So at 7,200, I think he's worth like taking a long look at. Again, not many guys on the slate you're going to say are stone cold locks, just given how many good plays there are overall. But at this price point, I think Porzingis looks like a solid option in all formats. That is what I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want more content, more videos, more any of that stuff, go check out the DFS 5-pack. We got MLB coming soon. I'm hyped. Appreciate you guys as always. Catch you tomorrow.